Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Carolina Panthers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Set, hut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down, Drummond, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Yellow.
Young now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on first down is Murray. And his throw here is incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Come on.
To throw, it's Murray. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1 yard. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the down the numbers. There he goes. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, 77 yards. And the Lions are able to move back in front. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead now moves to 9-7.
Makes the score Lions 9, Panthers 7. Cade York.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Green Jack. Ready.
A second down throw for Young. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get it all the way up. 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run on first down. Drummond, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it second down and 12.
Let's go. Slide blue. Yellow. Zoom. Steel. Black. Hut.
Looking to throw. Young. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35.
Fight. 97.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Here is Young. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Panthers at 10-2 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Come on, set. Ball rank. Ready.
They go play action. Young. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. Drummond. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Young to throw it. That's taken in by Duvernay. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Young looks to throw on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Murray now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Murray.
At the 14-yard line.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. In this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back.
Okay, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. A mistake there, have to change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Blaster, stick. Blue striker.
Final play of the half, Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's got the first down before he's brought down at the 42. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's only getting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 1st and 10, Young. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he gets this to Thornton. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Murray. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point drive. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That throw by Young incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Young on 3rd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Caden Stearns. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Young working out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Edo Blue. Hurry, hurry.
Young to throw it. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A big play there for Carolina. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Panthers have cut the lead back down to 2. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Murray off play action. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, set.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Field, black. Ready?
Looking to throw, Young. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing, Young. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the
partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Young. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Breaks through the contact. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to me. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
They're on the 13-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
White. Ready.
Now Young. His throw incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Young into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Young. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
What a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Here we go.
Here's first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Ready?
Dobbins will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. That is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll come up first and 10 here. Back to throw, Murray. And that's caught by Williams. He's across midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Murray to throw. Trying to improvise. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heat for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Murray, one final try. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they're out of timeout, so this one has to be in the end zone, so make sure you have your fastest guys and your best sleepers on the field for this play.
This crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Carolina, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.